sitting is the new smoking.
Yes.
How common is that?
Tremendously. Every week I get so many young people, students, people who work in offices, a lot of the people from the IT profession who are forced to work many hours in front of a screen. They're constantly suffering from neck and back pain. And they don't get time for exercise. So it's a perfect storm.
Wow.
You're sitting in front of a computer. You're stressed. High levels of stress, cortisol. Because you're stressed, you find comfort in highly refined foods.
Ultra-processed foods.
You have no time for exercise. What do you think is going to happen to this person in 10 years, right? It's very obvious. All the things that are going to be hurting your health from a metabolic perspective are already happening, and your sleep is disturbed. So 5 things are already disrupted. It is invariably, your body is not bulletproof. It is invariably going to break down somewhere. And if you look at their metabolic profiles, I ask some of these people when they come to see me to do their blood investigations, they all have dyslipidemia, poor vitamin D, low B12,
glucose levels high,
HbA1c is climbing. It's just a perfect storm.
So I used to tell my patient is that, when I grew up, when somebody wants to smoke, their parents doesn't have to know, right? So they will go outside and then smoke. Now, parents should see whether the guy is moving. If you want to sit for more than, 2-3 hours, you need to stand.
Yeah.
Right? You need to stand, and then parents should supervise and then say, if you don't stand, then you don't come inside the house. Something like that. I'm just saying that movement has to be incorporated as a daily lifestyle.
So that's why when we took a short break now, I told you to stand up and walk because sitting continuously is not good for our spines.
So for even for doctors, when we are seeing patients,
yes,
if it is in the hospital, we walk in between other rooms.
Yes.
But if it is an office-based thing, it is most of the time spent on the screens as well.
But I also encourage me and my colleagues when we are in the clinic to stand up and walk around. Of course, when we're in the operation theatre, we are already standing and walking around quite a lot. But even there, when you're standing for such a long time and you're looking through a microscope and you're very focused, your posture tends to degrade over a period of time. Particularly, your muscles start to fatigue. So, your back muscles, your neck muscles and shoulders tend to fatigue. And then you can actually cause a lot of problems to yourself. So I came across an interesting article which talked about this, which said that neurosurgery is a very physically demanding specialty. And the article was called The Athletics of Neurosurgery. And he said neurosurgeons, in the conclusion in that article said, neurosurgeons need to train like elite athletes.
Wow.
As far as strength training is concerned, because you are performing such a delicate job and you're putting such heavy physical demands on your body that you need to train yourself to be physically strong enough, mentally alert to perform that job. And that is why I take my fitness very seriously.
Wow. I mean, everybody should take at least one, the biggest takeaway that I'm getting is that I'm very inspired by you that despite being a busy and hectic schedule, you're able to maintain your fitness, which is not an easy thing, but you just incorporate
like you said,
it somehow.
It comes to priorities.
Priority. Yeah.